Good morning, boys and girls. This is Health Lesson 152. Please take out a piece of paper and a pencil and write down your review for quiz 5. You're going to write down these statements and look in your book, look in the source for the correct information. Quiz 5. Your quiz is from page 96 to page 107. Vocabulary. Aware. What is being aware? Why do I need to be aware? What does being aware help me? How does it help me? The next point, crossing the street. Where should I cross the street? What should I be looking at when I'm crossing the street? Which way should I look when I'm crossing the street? Should I cross in between cars? Should I cross at the corner? Do I need to wait for the signal? Next, when you're exiting a car, and that is the same as when you are exiting a bus here. When you're exiting a car or a bus, you cross in front or in the back. When you're exiting a car or a bus, do you cross the street in front of it or in the back? When I'm walking on the sidewalk, what do I need to be aware of? What should I not be doing while I'm walking on the sidewalk? And unfortunately, even adults are guilty of this. You need to be aware in order to protect yourself. If you don't see it coming, how can you protect yourself? If you're staring at your phone. Oops, I gave the answer. Let's see. Moving on. Protective gear. Why should I use protective gear? When should I use protective gear? What type of protective gear should I use? Helmet, elbow pads, knee pads. When I was growing up, none of this happened. We survived. We didn't use helmets, we didn't use knee pads, we didn't use elbow pads. I have scars on my knees to prove it, right? But now we do all of this safety stuff, and then people don't do it. Okay, so moving on. Keeping your car safe. What should I do when I walk away? What should I not keep in my car that can be seen? This remind me, it just came to my mind. It reminded me of a lady. I was attending a Bible study at a friend's church, and there was one lady there that she has the license to carry a gun, and she had left her gun in the glove compartment of her car, which is part of the law, but at the same time she left some computer stuff in the back seat. So the people walked by the car, they saw this computer stuff in the back seat. What did they do? The computer stuff in the back seat was calling attention to the car, so they broke into the car to steal the stuff in the back seat. While they were rummaging around, they found the gun. So now the gun that's registered to her is in the hands of a criminal. Yay. Yes, those are the things that's not safe. Helping animals or playing with animals. Do you know this animal? Is this animal injured? Do you know if it's going to attack you? What preventive measures do you need to have when coming across an animal that you do not know? Let's go to our reading. I hope you wrote that down. I hope that you do the work, because if you don't do the work, nobody's going to do it for you. And maybe your parents might, but then in the long run, you're the one that didn't learn. Okay, so bicycle safety. Riding a bike is good exercise. If you are not careful, you can get hurt. Whenever you ride a bike, your safety depends on three things: the condition of your bicycle, your riding skills, and wearing a safety helmet. In order to keep your bicycle in good working condition, you should check its different parts each week. If something needs to be fixed, you should you should not ride your bicycle until an adult has repaired it. Your bicycle should be the correct size for you. You should be able to reach the pedals and handlebars easily because you may need to stop quickly. Now, some of our parents don't have the money to buy you a bicycle each year or every time you grow. So yes, this is very good advice, but most of our parents buy the bicycle a little bit bigger than what we are, so it could last us a couple of years. So even though your bicycle might be bigger than you, you can still ride it with safety. Just be aware of what you're doing. You should ride near your home so that you are close to an adult who can help you if you fall. Never ride on a busy street unless an adult is with you. Then ride close to the curb on the right side of the street in the same direction that traffic is going. Never ride in heavy traffic. Never ride on sidewalks that are for pedestrians. When you ride your bicycle, you are responsible to know and to put into practice bicycle safety rules. Learn the hand signal below. Ride your bike only when your parents have given permission to ride. Remember to always wear your safety helmet. You're going to turn right, you're going to turn left, and you're going to stop. Actually, when I learned how to drive, because there was a time that cars didn't have signals, and this is how you signal that you were going to turn. Okay, please answer the comprehension check. Number 1, bicycle safety depends on the blank of the bike or blank skills and wearing a safety blank. Never ride your bike on blank that are meant for pedestrians. I always say oh, no, I can't even say that one. Okay. What are the 3 hand signals for bicycle use? Presbyterian. I always say Presbyterian instead of a pedestrian. Okay, a slip of the tongue. Cramp. A sharp pain caused by a sudden muscle contraction. Water safety. Do you enjoy splashing in the pool on a hot summer day? I do. You will be much safer around water if you know how to swim. Your parents may have you taking lessons. Once you know how to swim, you never go swimming alone. An adult can watch to make sure you are safe in the water. Swimming only where it is marked safe for swimming. This is usually where a lifeguard is on duty. If you do not know how to swim, you should stay in shallow water or wear a life jacket. Do not float on inner tubes or other play equipment that could carry you into deeper water. This is if you're in the ocean, because obviously this is not going to apply if you're in a pool. Well, you can go into deeper water because it's Okay. Moving on. That could carry you into deeper water. Practice staying afloat so that if you never ever need to, it will be easier to stay calm. My advice to you is learn how to swim. You live in South Florida. There are beaches on 3 sides of this state. Learn how to swim. And you don't need to pay classes to learn how to swim. I learned how to swim. I did no. My father threw me off a boat. I mean, it's not the best way. It's not the best way to learn how to swim, but you don't need to pay somebody to learn how to swim. But everyone should learn how to swim. And something that is not mentioned here, my father was a commercial fisherman. So my father was always on the water. And one thing that my father instructed me from, and my brothers and sisters, is that you do not fear water, you respect water. You learn how to swim, you learn how to maneuver in water, so that way when you are confronted with a situation, you know how to behave or how to react. Because staying away from water when you are in a situation doesn't teach you how to be in water. You have to be in it in order to know how to do things. So if you're afraid of water, go little by little. First, water to your ankles, maybe to your knees, little by little. Get someone to be with you, float around, but get used to the water. Learn how to swim. Very important. Listen to the lifeguard or adult. Be aware of how deep the water is. Use sunscreen and apply regularly. Don't just put on sunscreen in the morning and then you're all day out in the sun and you never reapply. You need to reapply sunscreen at least every 2 hours. Never swim alone. The buddy system. I told you guys that I watched this gentleman on YouTube. It's called River and Man. And he dives for lost items that people may have lost while they're swimming. And he always takes a buddy. So the buddy system. You never swim by yourself. Avoid rough play in the water because you could get knocked out and then especially depending on where you are. Like back home, there's a lot of rivers. Here we have a lot of rivers, and if you go up north, they have springs. And the springs usually have like rocks or things underneath. You never know what's under the water. So that's why you don't play rough. Wear a life vest when needed. Stay away from water during an electrical storm. Why is that? Because water is a good conductor of electricity. That's why when it rains, you need to go inside. Since cold water is a shock to your body, you should not jump into water that is too cold. Try to get into the water slowly. Get out of the water if you are tired or chilled because your muscles may contract suddenly and cause a sharp pain called a cramp. When your muscles cramp, it is hard to relax and to stay calm. If you cannot swim, you should be cautious